So you grew up riding with Bernard and Brendog, right? And they started racing. And you probably did some racing too. Now, it's evident, dude, that you're extremely good on a bicycle. You're fast, stylish.
Stop it. But
strong, massive knob. Right? You got all the things. If you... No, there's no but. If you'd have started racing, how do you think you'd have done? Where do you think you'd be now? Where do you think what would the career look like now if you'd have done racing?
Well, I did start racing, and I was very serious about it when I was younger.
Okay.
So downhill just became, obviously I live in the Surrey Hills, so it's like a minute long. So after a while, I did Sam's. I did Pedal Hounds races. Then I went on and did Sam's, which is Southern Area Mountain Bike Series. It was like a bigger series.
Right.
And then I never got to nationals because it was always so far away, and we weren't really that kind of. We weren't really very drivey family. We never had like cars that. I tell you what, we used to have is a Citroen CX. I don't know.
Is that with the suspension?
Dude, yeah. It was one of the most unreliable cars ever. Like my family have had predominantly only unreliable cars always, and then I try and continue that tradition with my love for unreliable cars as well. But we never did anything. We were homies, you know. There's 4 of us as well, so there's 4 kids and 2 parents. It's 6 people you got to truck around, you know. And the nationals were all up your way or Scotland or Wales.
Scotland,
it was
Wales,
too much. It was so I stopped racing downhill, and then I got sponsored when I was 16 to race 4-cross, and I raced 4-cross nationals and stuff. So I don't really ever think about it because honestly, I think. I am blessed, really, in my my life as to the fact that I've never had to confuse any of it. It's only just fun. It is actually fun.
Yeah,
it's
so
still
good.
just fun. And I'm 36, dude, and it's still just fun. I was having this exact conversation with one of the journalists at the Focus camp I've just been at, and it's just like there's no confusion to me about any of it. It's still really clear as to what it is. It's not changed. It's not different. I don't have
so cool.
any, you know, like when a racer gets to the end of their career and you can see they feel like bikes, it becomes a bit pointless. It's not this thing that it was before. It wasn't this.
Well, there's a transition that's happened as well, isn't it? I guess where you come out of the racing and you're trying to find your place in an industry that's don't know where you fit.
Exactly.
Probably.
And it feels like there's less of a point to it. You can see exactly why it would feel that way if you've just trained for this one thing, this one event. It's seven races a year. You get to the end of it and you're like, fuck, I don't have to do those 7 races. Why am I training like this? Why am I riding this fast? It's not comfortable. It's uncomfortable. Whereas all I have is I try and make it as fun as possible. So that is my answer. It's a very long-winded answer, and
that's brilliant.
But yeah,
that's great. It's an interesting thing. There's a really good episode of Jace's Gypsy Tales out at the moment. He just put out with Colby Raha.
Yeah.
So Colby's basically made a living as a free rider, and he's really similar to you in that respect. You know, just does it because it's fun. Like that's it.
Yeah.
He's just hustled. He's lived out of a van. It's a really interesting story. I had no idea of his story, which is great. Which podcasts are fantastic for, right? You open you up to these people that you see on the surface on YouTube doing all this shit, and you think, it'd be cool to be Colby Raha. Yeah, you didn't know that he used to live in a van and work nights and days so he could pay to to buy bikes and stuff. You didn't know. You don't know. And it's interesting because he's in a similar situation in a way with moto. Like he doesn't race, he just does the odd competition, but mainly he's just free riding and keeping it fun, building a YouTube channel. I think you'll enjoy that episode, dude. I think anyone actually listens to this will enjoy that episode.
It's funny because it's like that's smart or different. And then ultimately, like, to me, actually, I sound like a cock. I just all of a sudden sound like a cock. But to me, there's more of a separation from the actual thing in racing. Like, racing is like this extra thing. I love racing. I'm a fan of the sport of mountain biking as a sport. But it's not like pure just biking for me. It's more complicated. You then you're doing it and it's not fun or whatever, or it cannot be fun, or the stress can get. Well,
this is exactly the conversation they have as well, actually, about racing and how like those moto guys are walking this fine line all the time of being injured, but also being on top of the body, nutrition, physical training, just grinding. And then he was like, but I just have fun. And like, it's
and what is the point in all of it? Let's summarise. Mountain biking, what is the point in all of it?
It's all fun.
Speed?
Yeah.
Is it this? Is it that? Is it accolades? No, it's just fun. It's all it's meant to be. It's meant to be a Sunday afternoon.
It is. Oh, yeah, that's weird, isn't it, when you think about it like that? Like, I know racing is fun, but like people that are hobbyists sit and watch the races at the weekend and then they just go out and just have fun.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's like
there's no higher calling, dude. There is no higher calling. It's just fucking around. It's fun. It's just like fun. Any sport. It's just fucking a bit of fun. And you get these amazing achievements and these amazing stories and these championship winning titles, and you know, obviously I'm a huge fan of them in whatever sport I've ever followed in my life. But ultimately, it just all started at fun, and it should remain fun. You don't want to ruin the thing that's fun, do you?
No, you don't.
I don't know.
Wait, that's beautifully put. Interesting. I'm glad we had that little conversation, to be honest.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
It's so true. It's so true. So true. Did you enjoy this clip? If so, please like and subscribe. The full episode is available by hitting one of the links on the screen right now, or type the Ride Companion into your favourite podcast app. We've even put links in the show description for you. Cheers!